It was a cold, foggy night in Berlin, and Lena was running late. She had stayed overtime in her office near Alexanderplatz, and now the clock was ticking toward midnight. The U-Bahn station was nearly empty, the fluorescent lights flickering as she hurried down the stairs to catch the last train. The platform was deserted except for a single figure standing at the far end, shrouded in a long, dark coat. Lena didn't think much of it. Berlin was full of odd characters, but something about the way the figure stood, perfectly still, sent a shiver down her spine. The train arrived with a screech, and Lena stepped into the empty carriage. She took a seat at the door, glancing back at the platform. It was gone. As the train rattled through the tunnels, Lena noticed the lights inside the carriage dimmed and flickered. She pulled out her phone to distract herself, but the screen glitched, showing static before going black. Suddenly, the train jerked to a halt, and the lights went out completely. Lena's heart raced as she sat in the darkness. The emergency lights flickered on, casting an eerie glow. That's when she saw it. The figure from the platform was now sitting across from her, still shrouded in the dark coat. The figure's face was hidden, but Lena could feel its gaze piercing through her. The train started moving again, but the figure didn't move. Lena tried to look away, but her eyes were drawn back to it. Slowly, the figure raised a hand and pointed at her. A cold wave of dread washed over her as the train began to slow down at the next station. Lena bolted out of the carriage as soon as the doors opened, not caring which station it was. She ran up the stairs and into the cold night air, her breath visible in the frosty air. When she looked back, the station was empty, and the train was gone. Relieved, she pulled out her phone to call a taxi. The screen lit up, and to her horror, she saw a reflection in the glass. The figure was standing right behind her. The next morning, Lena was reported missing. Security footage from the U-Bahn station showed her boarding the train alone, but no one saw her get off. The train conductor swore the last train of the night had been empty, as it always was. Rumors began to spread among U-Bahn workers about a ghost that haunts the late-night trains, a figure in a dark coat that appears to passengers who are alone. They say it's the spirit of a woman who vanished on the U-Bahn decades ago during the Cold War, when the city was divided. No one knows why she disappeared, but those who see her never return. Follow us for more stories like this.